Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
I can't stay here too long, but I thought I'd drop by. By that look on your face, I guess you thought I'd die. There are things I should say, but they don't seem to matter now. The stage is gone dim, there is no final bow. It's always strange how these things clutter up your eyes. One quick, simple twist can leave you paralyzed. I'm not asking you to open up your heart again. Just tell me you love me back where we were then. Midnight in Rome, fire in the rain. Midnight in Rome, drenched in the flame. In that hot summer wind, there was music in the sky. Like a carol that begins when two birds collide. There was an emptiness that we both set out to fill. Fit together well, I feel the mark there still. So I guess I should go. I've wasted all this time. I just hope that you know you're always on my mind. It don't matter to me how far away you are. For the rest of my life, I will wear this scar. Midnight in Rome, fire in the rain. Midnight in Rome, drenched in a flame. Yeah. I'm not asking you to come and go with me again. Just tell me you love me back when we were then, so I can start to mend. Midnight in Rome, fire in the rain. Midnight in Rome, drenched in the flame. Yeah. Midnight in Rome, fire in the rain. Midnight in Rome, drenched in the flame. Oh.
All right.
Thank you.
The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guests today are the Gar Francis Band.
Excellent.
And the man behind the vocals and the songwriting is Gar Francis there. Welcome to the show, Gar.
Thank you, Ralph. How were you?
I'm good. That was a great
Almost
song.
Spring day, right? We're getting better.
Yeah. Good weather today.
That's right.
And you want to introduce us to the rest of the band?
I sure would. On my left, we have Mr. Danny Caruso on the bass.
Hey, Danny.
Hello, how are you?
All right.
On guitar, 12-string today, Mr. Lee Fink.
How you doing?
Hey, Lee.
And on rhythm box, Mr. Rocco Scavone.
Hey, Rocco. Welcome to the show.
Oh, we're glad to be here.
You guys have a real groove.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Sounds like you've been playing together a long time.
Yeah, a little bit. We've been
Since yesterday. We're groovalicious.
We got a few hundred songs in our back pocket.
What would you like to give us next?
I want to do the song called Rocket. We recently, I don't know how recent it was. I wrote the song about the soldiers, and I wanted to try to capture some of what their emotions were, besides what you see on TV, on the news and all that. And I wrote the song called Rocket as a tribute to them, and we actually played this at Fort Dix for the soldiers right before they were going off to Iraq. So it has a real special meaning for us.
Great. You guys are based in New Jersey?
Yes, we are in New Jersey. It's all central Jersey.
Great.
And it goes like this.
Take it away.
Setting out to save America, I put my boots straight on, and the earth it shakes beneath my feet. I'm as scared as I am strong. Do what they expect of me. I put my life right on the line. I pray my brother next to me protect me here from dying, but I'll run through the night with the stars and stripes, like a rocket through this world, like a rocket through this world. I feel a shiver blowing down my back. I see my wife in the burning sun. Desperate eyes, they crawl all over me. I rest my faith against my gun, but I'll run through the night with the stars and stripes, like a rocket through this world, like a rocket through this world. Hope to walk out of this hell the same way as I came in. Will I remember what I used to be when I get back home again? But I'll run the night with the stars and stripes, like a rocket through this world, like a rocket through this world, like a rocket through this world. Rocket through this world.
All right.
Thank you.
Well played and
Thank
sung.
you. That's for our boys and women fighting for us.
Thank you to them.
That's right.
Now, you're a prolific songwriter. You've had 2 songs voted coolest song in the world on Little Stevie Van Zant's Sirius radio program.
Yeah, and that's the other style of music, the other guys I play with. Yeah, the Doughboys are, actually it's a good lead-in. The Doughboys are more of a 60s style band. They formed, I think, in 1963 or 64, and they broke up by 68. They reunited in 2000. They put out an album, finally, a bunch of my songs, and the drummer wrote a few songs in 2007. And the first song from there got picked for Sirius Radio, the coolest song in the world, #2 of the year. And then the newer album, the song on there also got picked, coolest song in the world, #3 for the year 2009. So I got two 2 years in a row, which is a pretty cool thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a nice honor.
Thank you. It is. It's just nice to see that somebody appreciates it. That's very cool. So actually, the next song we're going to do is, it's got a 60s feel. kind of like the old 60s folky feel to it. And this is called Tragedy,
Cool.
if I remember the words. 2, 3, 4. Tragedy. Oh, tragedy. Tragedy comes from a poor side of town. Don't have a family or a home. She hides her intentions in a box that she found. She rips your heart out through your bones. Day or night, she's always there. She'll come to you when you're unaware. Ooh. They call her Tragedy. Oh, tragedy. Tragedy. Tragedy don't see color or creed. She looks at everyone the same. You never see her coming till she causes a scene. It's a downright crying shame. Day or night, she's always there. She'll come to you when you're unaware. They call her Tragedy. They call her Tragedy. Tragedy is seen through the streets of the world. She's seen in Camelot by kings. There's no escape, any boy or girl, with the sadness that she brings. They call her Tragedy. They call her Tragedy. They call her Tragedy. Ooh.
All right. We should let the folks know how they can get more information about your performing schedule and your recordings.
I think you could go to garfrancis.com, is that correct? Garfrancis.com, and there's a MySpace Gar Francis, and you could Google Gar Francis, a ton of different things come up. You could find me somewhere in there.
Okay, and we have a couple of your CDs here.
Yeah, we do have the Rocket CD single, the song we just did previous. And as a new folk album, there's a brand new album coming out, which should be out in like 3 weeks or so, called The More Things Change, The More They Stay the Same. And that's, this next song is from that new album.
Great, that sounds like a good segue.
Perfect. And it goes like this. 2, 4. these eyes, can you see who I am? Am I the man you said I would be? In these hands, do you feel safe from the storm? Am I the ship out on your sea? I told you I was never gonna make you cry. I told you I was never gonna say goodbye. I told you that your feet would never touch the ground. I told you that the sun will never go down. Call on me when the world spins you round. I will come and carry you home. Through the dark, I'll be your guide. You never have to walk out alone. I told you I was never gonna make you cry. I told you I was never gonna say goodbye. I told you that your feet would never touch the ground. I told you that the sun will never go down. Told you I was never gonna make you cry. I told you I was never gonna say goodbye. I told you that your feet would never touch the ground. I told you that the sun will never go down. I told you that the sun will never go down.
All right. Great song.
Thank you.
I like
Thank you,
it.
Ralph.
Do you recall, or would you care to recall, how you first got bitten by the songwriting bug?
It started, I first wanted to learn how to play guitar. And of course, when you're learning guitar, you're not very good at it. So I was making up the silliest songs with 2 strings and, just stuff like that. And
Power back beat.
just always try to write lyrics to it, but it was really silly things. And it just all just
How
kept
old
blending.
were you when you started?
I started when I was somewhere between 10 and 12. I know I wanted to start, I think, when I was 10, but my father was telling me my fingers were too small or something, so it was probably closer to 12. And the guitar he brought home had strings that were this far off the fretboard, which didn't help, especially when you're a little kid.
Were there artists or songs that you initially were inspired by?
Well, I had my uncles and my cousins all used to play the early Everly Brothers and Elvis stuff and rockabilly and all that. And there was stuff like Guitar Boogie Shuffle was one of my favorite things in the beginning. Loved that song. And then, of course, the Beatles came out and the Stones and all the British Invasion. So it was a lot of that. And then even like the Animals. The Animals to me were like kind of folky and rocky. They were actually the first ones who mixed folk and rock was House of the Rising Sun. That was the first folk rock hit, actually. So stuff like that, and it all, everything kept blending in all back and forth, and I kind of just fell into all that and just moved around with it.
Cool.
And got into Dylan and you know, Dylan for lyrics, as everybody knows. And I just loved it all. I mean, the Beatles were like craftsmen, and Dylan was, you know, a whole different thing. And, you know, back in the 60s, there was just everything. You know, there was Yardbirds, there was Peter, Paul, and Mary, you know, you could get anything back then. It was incredible, incredible time. So that's where I grew up.
Cool. What would you like to take it out with?
What do you want to play? Are you going to play with us, or are we going to do another one after that?
You've got about 3 minutes.
Is this the harp one, or is
Yeah.
She's Still Blue?
Oh, let's do Ralph.
Okay. Is this for the credits, or is this the...
This is for the credits.
Okay,
yeah.
let's do it. Ralph's going to join us. Would you be so willing to join us?
I'd be glad to.
This is called It Ain't the Whiskey. Little down-home hillbilly music. Ain't the whiskey that'll kill you. It's the lag, tenderness. And as long as the heart stays empty, the bottle brings happiness. Climbing up this mountain, might as well jump off. Climbing up this mountain, might as well jump off. Climbing up this mountain, might as well jump off. Climbing up this mountain, might as well jump off. It ain't the whiskey that'll kill you. It's the lag, tenderness. And as long as the heart stays empty, the bottle brings happiness. Come on, Ralph. Ain't the